Pacers took the lead back on the Solomon Hill.
Oh
three.
man, that's got to be a flagrant. That's at least that. That needs to be a flagrant. There's no question. He hit him.
And Lauren Holtkamp is taking control of matters.
Yeah, listen, I tell you, I think Lauren Holtkamp's going to be a good official. He hit him in the groin, and he did it intentionally. Now, for those of you who don't know, they just suspended Sean Livingston for doing the same thing to Dirk Nowitzki. But there's no question, this was intentional. This was intentional. He comes back around this screen, and he's coming, and there's no doubt in my mind. I mean, you can see right here, he knows what he's doing. He knew exactly what he was doing.
David West was doubled over. He's talking with head athletic trainer Josh Corbeil right now. Another look.
Yeah, he hit him. I mean, they may let it be a flagrant. I mean, a common, but I think there's no question it was a foul, but I think it's a flagrant.
I'll tell you what, I love the reaction from Lauren Holtkamp when Eric Spoelstra tried to say something and she said no. And she went over to talk to her.
I told you she's a good official.
Yeah, she is a good official.
She's a good official. She's the one that Chris Paul made the comment about because he thought it was too big of a moment for a first-time referee. But when I've watched her officiate games, she's been on point. Now, she's like everybody, she's got to get better.
In the replay center in Secaucus, New Jersey, with the headset on to your left is Joe Borgia, the senior VP for replay and referee operations. It's the first center of this, the first year of this brand new replay center. Again, the call is made on the floor by the three officials, and our officials tonight, the crew chief is Bill Spooner, Lauren Holtkamp, and Josh Tiven. But again, they are able to look at multiple angles that come from Indianapolis and go back.
I don't know if they had our angle. That's the interesting thing, because we don't have a camera here, obviously. But I was watching him come off the screen, and that to me looked like it had intent. I mean, look, because to me it looked like first of all, George may have had his arm and it may have flung, but you at that point, the one thing you don't do, you don't do that. You don't hit guys like that. From that angle, it doesn't look intentional, but there's no question about the foul.
So the play still under review. I'm not sure what they called on the floor. We know it's a foul. We don't know whether they called it a common foul.
I'm pretty sure they called it a common foul. At least I thought that. I didn't see, because if it's not a common foul, what they will do at that point is they'll point, for flagrant, they point to the sideline with two fingers, basically to designate it's a flagrant foul. I didn't see that action. What I saw was Lauren called the foul, and then, as you stated, then what happened was Eric Spoelstra gets involved in the conversation, and she immediately goes to react to that. They're really trying to determine whether this is a flagrant or not. I can tell you what that conversation is, based upon what just happened a couple of games ago. I don't think that's up to Rod Thorne whether he gets into the suspension or something like that.
Again, Bill Spooner is wearing number 22. He is the crew chief, and now comes over and puts the headset on again.
Well, he's letting them know what they decide. I'm telling you, that's a flagrant one. You can't do that.
That's his second.
He's going to act like he's acting like it wasn't intentional. Then get your arm out of the way. If you're going to try to make sure, the other thing I know he was trying to make sure he did with David West, David steps out on screens. And what you will do coming off of that is raise your forearm and try to pop him in the hip bone. But he never did. What Eric is trying to say is he tried to drive his hand through so he could get around him. I didn't see that. I saw that to be more intentional.
2 free throws and the ball for Indiana.
Because if you want to do, drive your arm through and get around him, you pull your arm back to you.
All of David West points tonight at the free throw line. He is 7 of 9. The Pacers are just 12 of 20. And so back-to-back free throws by West. And the Pacers have a 4-point lead. So a flagrant one charged to Goran Dragić. That's his second foul.
And they're policing, rightfully so. they're policing that much more because they've seen it happen much more. I've seen it. I believe I've seen it 5 times